Let's go while we're young.
All right, get a drink and take a seat. You're in the back room. What? How'd that happen? How did I accidentally stumble across this show that I made the effort to go to YouTube and click on it and watch it? I don't know. Welcome to the Backroom Show, possibly the most unprepared show
Something
on the internet. I think so. Yeah. I am your old pal, Gary Williams. And gosh, do we have some stuff to talk about tonight? The state of the world. What? Oh. But of course, I wouldn't have any conversation without my my gal pal here, my best bud in the whole wide world, my work wife. You love her, you know her, Maria Jarrell. There she is. A boom. What's up, Maria? Maria Jarrell. By the way, hold on. I got a new lower throat for you. Ready, Maria Jarrell?
I lost you, Gary.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Or not?
What's that?
Yeah, Skype just went.
Okay.
So
see, there you go. This is what happens. We're having technical issues before the show, so you get to see it live, folks. All right, let's go over. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Hey, there she is.
Yes.
There she is.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Modern technology is wonderful.
Yes. Hey, you know what? Here's the deal. There she is, Maria Jarrell. Hold on. Got to get your lower third in for
I'm
you.
Here.
Maria Jarrell. Hold on. Cool softball mom.
Internet savant?
Yes. Cool softball mom. Yes. There you go. Bring it in. There you go. You know what? Honestly, with the last couple of years, with things that have been going on, the pandemic and all that, if you watch the news, because everybody's like, no one's going to studios. Well, they're going back now, but they were all like doing this kind of remote stuff, and they're having issues. You know what I mean? And they're the freaking news. They've got budgets out the wazoo, Maria. Out the wazoo. Oh, why can't I hear you? Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
There he is. There you
I can
go.
hear you. That's okay. Ah, there we go.
It was probably just on my end, too, I think.
I used to like
See, I told you. I
They
told you before
were,
the show, I go, you know what? Because I changed a few things around, okay? And you try not to do it too
That's your
close to
first
when you
problem.
go to the show because, things break, whatever. That's why you don't update softwares and things before you go on. But I fixed a few things and apparently didn't fix them enough. But, and also, Maria, we're
Empire, we
bringing,
broke a few others.
yeah, we're bringing in Maria by a little bit of a different method. And you'll see her picture looks great. Well, she's a beautiful woman anyway, but this new, we're doing sort of a non-Skype thing. We're bringing in, it doesn't matter. I'm boring myself talking about it, but, it's
We're
also,
doing it Wonka bar style. Where
Yes.
They take the picture of the Wonka
They-
bar.
Mike
and
TV.
let a billion pieces fly through the air.
it's Mike
and then they
TV.
land on Gary's house.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike TV.
Mike TV. So
Wonka
also
TV.
Maria's battling, internet usage there. The hubby's there, right? Using it. So the whole upload
Yeah.
thing, because he's
She's here for
shooting it
work.
over to
what
me.
The hell?
The inner tubes. Anyway, so, her picture may get a little grainy now. We'll see every now and then, but we're all going to get through it. You know why? Because what the fuck? We're all going to be dead within a month anyway. Am I right, Maria? Huh? Am I right? Yeah, I'm starting out in House of
because
Fire.
we're survivors, but
What's that?
I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say because we're survivors.
No.
but apparently not.
You and me, survivors? How long do you think you're going to last when the shit goes down? Me, I give myself a week and a half. Week and a half.
We can have.
Week and a half.
I,
maybe.
don't know, I might make it a month.
Anyway, all right. So
Make it a month.
I was telling you before we started here, I was coming in hot today. No, just before the show too. My little dog Monty piddled on the floor because he's a little asshole sometimes.
Monty.
So that got me going.
Was it a political
Grr.
statement? Was he like? Did he do anything to like?
Well, it was in
not
protest of
perfect,
gas
or-
prices. Yes, he was mad. He was angry at the current cost of gas. So he's like, "I'm gonna pee on the floor." So.
Oh my gosh! Well, Gary, that must be something that is a. They must have on the animal net have some sort of like
An animal internet?
like some sort of embargo. Yeah, the animal internet.
Wow.
Yes, they have their own little thing going because my cat decided last night, as before I went to bed,
Right.
to pee on my pillow.
Oh,
So that was fun.
your cat. And let's
She,
be clear, anybody with animals, hold on, because I have dogs and a cat. That cat pee, that's a special. That's a
Well, that's how
whole other level of smell because it's basically what ammonia or
yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, no, I had to strip the bed and wash my pillow. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
not. I would rather her go on a piece of carpet. At least I can clean that fairly easily.
She an older gal,
She is an older gal.
not unlike
we think
yourself.
She has dementia.
What? What happened? What happened? Who said
We
that?
think she has dementia. I think I did not know this was a thing in animals, but apparently they're reaching ages now that can be a thing.
Hold on.
some
Is there
of the,
any
like,
chance that you yourself peed on the pillow and forgot you did it and assumed it was the cat? Maria, go. Your thoughts.
Considering how it was on the top of my pillow, the position I
flexible.
would have to have gotten into for that to happen, not that flexible, Gary. Not anymore. Not anymore.
But pillows are very light. You could have
So, yeah.
grabbed the pillow, peed on it. Yes, this is
And
the
then put it
direction
back
the show's
gently?
going in. Yes.
Oh man.
This is a pea-centric show today.
Yeah, so
So your
we're
cat.
not sure. She had been she's been a little like under the weather, so
Right.
getting better. But I just thought that because she exhibits some behavior that I have looked up on the interwebs that says that could be possible.
It's
yeah,
hard
she's very
watching them
vocal.
get older and stuff. You know, you get.
It is.
You start.
It
you know,
is. And they
you start-
kind of
you start thinking about
slowing
things you don't
down
want to
and-
think about. You know, especially if you've been there before. And
It's true.
boy,
Yeah.
I
so-
think this conversation is keeping right up with the state of the world here, eh? Oh, happy. All right, you know what? So
Yay.
before we get into the heart of the show, done talking about animals peeing, don't forget you can join the chat. If you're watching this live, you'll see the chat there. Apparently, some little thing with I almost said Facebook with YouTube is you have to have a channel, which takes like a minute to freaking sign up for. So just sign up, create a channel. Even if you're subscribed, you still
Yeah.
have to create a channel. I don't know. Apparently it takes 2 seconds. It's not like you have to become a YouTuber. Oh, great. Now I got to start playing video games and show myself because I want to watch asshole Gary and Maria make dick and fart jokes and talk about their animals pissing. No, you don't have to do that. There's none of that. You
They
just
do.
have
They're
to
going to
create.
pee on something.
They're
If
gonna
not that,
pee.
your kids are. So
They're gonna pee.
there's going to be a lot of urine in your house.
That is adulthood, isn't it? Adulthood. I don't have
say?
children, but adulthood is dealing with urine a lot. And then when you get older, it's your own, pretty much, right?
It's yours,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Yeah, you're still dealing with it. It's just that's yours.
There are sections in the store
do.
for urine issues, not issues, but whatever, with small children and older adults.
Yes.
In the middle,
Yes.
those are supposed to be the urine-free years.
The urine-free years.
I guess what we're trying to say here
It's a small
at the
window.
Backroom Show is enjoy
It's the
your
pee-free
urine.
years.
That's it. Enjoy the pee-free years.
Yeah.
I mean, we say free. We don't mean like you're not going, because if you haven't gone since you were like a kid, you're probably not listening.
That's
to
a whole
this.
other issue.
You got to go see someone now. Stop watching this. and
Yesterday.
pick up the phone.
Call your doctor.
No, fuck that. Call 911 because you're about to burst. You're about to burst. Oh, there you go. There's the little glitchy thing a little bit there. It's all right. That's good though.
It's like glitter. It's
Hey,
fine.
Wow, say glitter. I love it. So chat.
Yeah.
Join the chat. Comment too. I want to get some comments. Comment down below. I don't care. It doesn't have to be nice. Hey Gary, your beard. It's stupid. Whatever. Say it. You punk ass bitch. Go ahead, say it. Come on. Also subscribe. And smash that like button, Maria. I know you love when I say that, right? Smash that like button.
Just smash that like button.
Smashy, smash.
I told you I like you to just gently caress the like button. That's all
just
I don't need it.
Enough to push it in. It's kind of like
Just enough, yes,
the little
to
man in the
activate it.
boat.
Absolutely.
You kind of, whatever. Put this cinnamon. Safe word.
Cinnamon.
Also, yes.
Are you done with your announcements yet?
Oh, go ahead. Go. Yeah. Just all the usual stuff that you hear. Go ahead. Go for it.
I was just gonna say because I know you've got you have it's like I think a new segment that we can maybe think about is much like with Peter Griffin, what grinds my gears? What
Family Guy reference? Nice.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it was what grind my.
Oh, believe
grind my
me,
gears.
this whole
it wasn't
show
fries
is-
my ham. I don't think
What's that?
it wasn't what fries my ham, was it?
No, it was what grinds my gears because they even had a little
what
gear
fries
graphic.
my bacon.
Oh, this is going
Yeah.
off the fucking rails tonight. I love it. This is nonsense tonight. This is fucking unadulterated nonsense and bullshit here.
I love that you thought it wasn't nonsense before, Gary. It's all nonsense.
Well,
and
that's
what
kind
we're
of what's
here
the
for.
point I was going to make is like, you talk about a segment, but that's the show. I'm angry. I put a microphone in front of me, all right, and I go, here's what I don't like. And then sometimes, apparently, occasionally, it's somewhat amusing to some people. So, I don't know. See what happens, right?
Well, let's give it a shot. Go for it.
Also, to talk about for the back room, we also in addition, words to creating this wonderful content that you see and hear before you, we can also help you, the viewer / listener. Oh, also, yes, this is still you're seeing the audio. I'm sorry, you're seeing the video version. I am fucking fried tonight. You're seeing the video version, but we are still putting out the audio version of the podcast. We have I'm going to put out another one of this season, like tonight or tomorrow. So I'm trying to be more like, keeping in mind that people might only listen to it. So if I'm like, look at this, and then don't talk for like a minute, I'm like, that's probably not, but that'll just encourage you maybe
It's
to
not
go over
great
to
for
YouTube.
podcasts. No.
There you go. Go over to YouTube and check out the video version. But we also help you,
Right.
the listener, create content if you want to start a podcast. If your organization, you're an individual, you're a company, you want to get back in touch with the people after spending 2.5 years in lockdown and isolation and not really, but whatever.
Just in your basement.
In your basement. Wait a
doing what you need to
minute.
do.
Wait a minute. Yeah, look us up.
Wait.
Look us up on, oh boy.
I'm in my basement.
Oops, don't look around.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, backroomnetwork.com. Also, Gary at backroomnetwork.com. Backroom Network and The Backroom Show on Facebook. 2 separate pages. All that. You know where to find stuff. Jeez Louise. Anyway, all right. So Maria.
Anyway.
Hey, Maria,
Yes,
what's going on in the
Gary.
world? Not much, right? It's been kind of quiet out there
I don't
lately,
know.
right?
Yeah, it's just been.
Oh my God, we're all
feel-good
gonna die
fest.
soon. We're all gonna be dead soon. This is it. If you are, goddamn ear thing. If you are an '80s kid or before, this is like old hat. Oh yeah, Russia gonna start some shit and blow us up, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's getting kind of scary out there, Maria. Your thoughts, go. Oh boy.
It's not fun. I mean, it's not fun. I kind of, I was like,
Are you looking at your
We just
phone?
bought a hybrid car, so maybe that's a good thing.
Yes, my
I'm
wife
taking
has.
notes, actually.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Tee, my wife has a Prius.
taking notes.
Ah, notes. What? What are you trying to talk about stuff? My wife bought a Prius a few years ago, and people always, Prius. Ha, ha, ha. Now, who's laughing now? That thing gets like
I-
50 plus miles to the gallon because it does have a gas engine too. It's
Yeah,
not, obviously
right.
it's not an
You're just
electric
not
car.
using
It's
as
a
much.
hybrid. It gets like 50 miles a gallon. So, and by the way,
Yeah.
it's got plenty of power.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking people. Oh, what is it, a hamster wheel? Good one, Travis. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, ours is we just got it
What'd you
about
get?
a month ago. We got a Hyundai hybrid,
okay.
and we got a Tucson, which is a bigger vehicle.
Yes.
Because
So, what, a
lugging
crossover, they
all
might
the
call that,
softball
right?
stuff. Yes, and also we'll be shipping a girl off to college in about 2 years, so we needed something with some space. But I mean, it's great, and we're like, oh, we just got in there right under the radar
Right.
with the hybrid. So
There you go.
yeah, it's good. It's great.
So yeah, we'll
make a
get
lot-
to that, the fuel costs and things, and everybody somewhat rightfully what losing their minds, but maybe we need to slow down and put things in perspective. All that, but let's start off.
Yeah, true.
You might have heard a little something going on over in Europe, over in Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Eastern
yes.
Europe. Our good pals, the Russians. I don't know why I said our good pals. They decided,
Yeah,
hey,
they're not.
you know what? You know what we need to do in the state of the world? We need to go murder a bunch of fucking people next to us and just invade it.
Just take their shit.
Just
take
their
their shit.
Now, okay, let's be clear. Well, let me put our names up here. Gary Williams and Maria Gerald, you're not going to find any international studies degrees anywhere on our fucking walls or like that. We are just like you. We are average Joe and fucking Mary here, just spouting off our opinions. So let's take that in perspective and all that, right? But holy shit. Obviously there's a lot of intricacies, a lot of history things, that people, well, the Ukraine was part of Russia, so rightfully blah, 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 that kind of shit, of course,
get
back to the
that.
Soviet Union era and all that stuff.
We remember that.
We do
the Soviet
remember
Union
that.
era.
Oh boy, do we. Remember it was all blue jeans and Coca-Cola. I want the blue jeans and Coca-Cola.
Yes, people were selling their used denim for like $300 just so that they could wear jeans over there.
Yeah. And apparently
good
that's
old
coming
days.
back. So apparently they're feeling nostalgic for the old days, for the for that kind of stuff. It's not good, Maria. It's not good. I'm going to say, you know what? I know we like to keep, let's remember this. Okay, the Backroom Show is still going to continue to be your one-stop shop for dick and fart jokes plenty. Right, Maria? You know that. You've known me a long
Absolutely.
time now.
Well, it's more your,
What's that?
it's more your
Yes.
side of the
to be
side
fair,
of the tracks,
yes.
but that's okay.
You're not
But
wrong.
I'll laugh at them. I'll laugh at them.
Maria's not a scumbag like
That's
I
fine.
am. She's not. You're right. But the Backroom Show itself, But that said, there are also times when, we talk about life and things going on in the world. And sometimes life isn't as funny, Maria. You know what I mean? And right now what's going on in over there, it's
the
pretty
Ukraine.
goddamn horrific.
Yeah, it's not good.
No. So, I like to watch the news. I like to stay informed what's going on. And, of course, this day and age, instant video, they can see stuff almost in real time. And there's a lot of, and this, I'm going to get emotional here. All right, here you go. You want to see a fucking grown man lose his shit tonight? You've tuned into the right time. When I see this footage of these families being separated, you're seeing, because what's happening is, of course, in the Ukraine, they're not allowing men between the ages of 18 and 60 to leave the country, because they want you to fight for your freedom. So,
Right.
of course, the people are transporting their wives, their children, to crossing stations and whatnot, or putting them on trains and things that they're headed for Poland and other adjacent countries and
Poland,
whatnot.
mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. We just saw someone now starting to go into Romania, things like that. When I see this video of these fathers, damn it! When I see these videos of these fathers that are saying goodbye to their children, and they've got, they're putting their hands on the windows.
Yeah.
And they don't
Yeah.
know if they're going to see them again, The hell. And then, of course, there are civilians being killed, including children. There was a horrific one. They've been showing it. Sometimes they need to. That's a whole other issue, too. Like, I don't know, there's
What do you show and what you don't show?
what you show, what you don't show. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sort of
Yeah.
sugarcoat life and reality, but, it's tough.
Correct.
And we see these
But
children.
it's also brutal.
It's reality. When you see these little kids,
Yeah.
there's a little kid with a little pink coat, still had his backpack on, and it's laying down because he's fucking killed.
Yeah.
Oh, gets me angry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look at me fucking crying. So why don't you talk for a while?
You're a human being.
Gonna
You're
talk
allowed
for a
to.
while so I
You're
get my
allowed
shit
to feel
together here.
emotion, Gare. It's okay. You're out loud because it's an angry and a frustrating thing right now. And a lot of people, I think, what people are really, at least people I know, is like you get that feeling of helplessness, right? There's nothing you personally can do to change it right now. And yeah, it can look it's grim because you can, there's people who are Snapchatting and using TikTok and YouTube, and it's just there's all these ways of being able to disseminate the information, where back in the day you might only see news footage from a news source, where they can edit and they can
Walter Cronkite
show
comes
you
on
what they need to show you.
Yeah, it gives you
Right,
10 minutes of the war cover, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a lot more raw, I guess is the word that comes to mind for me, because it's
perfect.
there is this,
Look ahead.
Good.
I was just gonna say.
I do TikTok for the fun stuff, for the kitty cat
Yes,
videos,
the TikTok.
and the lesbians. That's but
Lesbian
they
cats?
had there was one video where this if they're lesbian cats, all the better.
Meow.
But it was just a video that somebody had taken, and they were in their apartment, and there was a grand piano there, a white piano, and it survived. And so she sat down at the piano and just started playing the piano while her friend just panned their apartment, and it just was in a shambles because it had been hit. The building had been hit. Piano survived, but the rest of the apartment was a mess.
You imagine,
And it's those kind of things
on a moment's
that
notice,
that
your
kind of
life.
connect us.
Yeah, your life is just uprooted. Because it's not these are just everyday normal people. This is not an exceptional thing, where it's it's some suffering in some poor country somewhere. These are just regular people living regular lives, working jobs, children, all that. And it's just, if they're lucky, maybe there'll be something to come back to. There are people's lives who are just never the same, There's going to be a generation or two from now.
Not.
It's going to be fill in the blank, maybe even in America or any country. It's oh, how'd you get here? Well, back when my parents became da-da-da-da. That's forever. This is going to shift the population of the world forever.
St. Jude is spearheading a campaign to bring children who were there in Ukraine fighting cancer in the hospitals. Wow. St. Jude is bringing a lot of children over and taking them. I was seeing a notice today for people in Philly that speak Ukrainian to be able to help with the translation as these families are coming over to continue cancer treatment because that's not happening right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm
it's,
saying
thank goodness for humanitarian aid and different kinds of organizations that can, recognize that those kind of things that you kind of take for granted, right? Everything stopped. You can't do anything.
there are
That
literally
if you have a
newborns
sick child or a sick parent.
and things that are showing up because they're going underground, or they're taking shelter in train stations or whatnot.
Yeah.
And these are children and people that should be in hospitals, but they can't.
People with their pets.
With
Their
their
pets. They're
pets,
bringing
of
their
course.
pets with them and trying to make across borders and stuff. War is the word. It sucks.
I'm
It's
seeing
just-
stories about
I don't know.
people,
I make it sound silly when I say that, but it's
No,
it's
I
just
know what you mean.
horrific.
There are people, they have to make decisions like, do I leave my pet behind? Do I euthanize it? Can I
Right.
find something to do with it? And I know I'm not comparing, what I mean, I'm crazy dog dad, but I don't compare my
Right.
dogs to people's kids. I'm not
Right.
that, my
But
child's,
that's
my
but
dog's the
that's
same as your kid. Hell no. I get that.
But that's
God
a
damn, it's your
stress
family,
and a thing that you love, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a thing that you care about.
It's something you care about deeply.
you have to make a
It is
decision
a member
about.
of your family. It is a member of your family.
Yeah.
Get really emotional tonight. There you go. You're seeing a different side of me. What
But it's
what-
okay.
what-
I mean, yeah. And then when you
let
see
me just
people
say- let me just say-
here,
Let me just say this, Maria. Why it's kind of not personal. It's not like but and I don't talk about this much, but when I was a kid, me and my siblings, we were in a home for a while. It's really getting to me. So I understand a little bit, a small sliver
right?
of instability when you're a kid. At the most, I don't know what, 7. So for a year and a half, from like 7 to going on 9. And it's scary, and that was just that.
Yeah.
That was like going to a home where, we were clothed and we were fed, and there was a place to sleep, and my dad could come visit and all that kind of stuff. I mean, some sense of stability. And that was hard. What these people are
Right.
going through. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what the point of all this is. What I'm saying is, I'm just saying, God damn it, people, appreciate some shit you got every now and then, Because these people
It's true.
are having
Absolutely.
it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. But there is a silver lining, if you want to call it that. There's been so much humanity being shown.
Yeah.
People helping.
Absolutely.
I always forget his name. God damn it. He's I believe he's Spanish. He's a chef. He's got the white beard.
Yeah.
And he goes to these places like on a moment's notice. He's like this food Red Cross
And feeds
where
people.
Yes.
Right.
He must be somewhere at a headquarters going, all right, crew, we're heading out, because they are there on the ground putting meals in bellies like immediately. And it's amazing. And you're seeing people help at the crossing stations. Oh, there you go.
Did you see there's a really great picture I saw today that at one of the crossing stations, Polish mothers are just leaving strollers, like they're parking them outside the stations so that when the moms come, they have a stroller that
There's
they can
something
put
for
their
the
children
children.
into.
Yeah. Lady Poopington checking in. It's the World Central Kitchen.
World Central Kitchen, yes.
I guess. And what's the guy's name? Is it Ramos? Something? Damn it! I feel bad. I can't remember his name. Yes, there you go. That's a World
I
Central
can look it up
Kitchen.
on the Google machine. I
Yeah,
know
that's right.
exactly what you're talking about because he's everywhere. He was in Haiti
Well, yeah,
after the earthquakes, and he's yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you, Lady Poopington.
Thank you, Lady
There's a
Poopington.
lot of good stuff going on. A lot of humanity being shown. Yeah. You don't see this side of me, do you, Murray? You've known me a long time. You don't see this shit, do you?
No.
I'm a sensitive guy, goddammit. Yeah.
Only when you talk about Alice.
That's it.
Only when you talk about
That's it.
Alice.
That's it. It's not just all dick and fart jokes. I got a soul too, goddammit. That's it. Maybe later on I'll show my butthole. I don't know. We'll see. To even things out. To make up for all this, I will expose my buttocks. So yeah. So
and then you'll see me cry.
I'll see you cry tears of joy. No, that doesn't make sense.
No.
So that's what. Oh, there you go.
Well,
is it Jose Andreas? Not sure. She's not sure.
I think that might be it.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can
Look
look
how
it up.
quizzical she looks. Look at Lady Poopington's like thinking about it. She's like,
Right? Oh, Lady Poopington,
Yes.
she gets it done.
very cerebral.
Yes, very much so. Yes, yeah. There you go. So, and anyway, whatever. That's that guy. You've seen him all over. He's actually uses a grant. Remember when people are freaking out when all the billionaires were going to space and they're like, that money you spent. Well, I believe it was Bezos when he got back. He awarded these $100 million grants to people. I believe to one of them being this gentleman and the World Hunger Kitchen and Jose Andreas. I don't know. And also I believe Van Jones for criminal justice reform, stuff like that. So they're not all bad. Those guys, they're using their money. Sometimes people use their money for the good. Here you go. It's the glitching thing again. So I'm really trying to focus on, and I think most people are focusing on a lot of the good that's happening. A lot of the old Fred Rogers find the helpers thing,
Yes, absolutely.
It's great. It's great to see that, especially after these last couple of years where everybody's just, rightfully so in many cases, angry and upset, and isolated and scared, anxious. And then they're like, hey, you know what? We're going to have Russia invade a country and, scare the crap out of people and bring back a lot of Cold War fears and things about, being annihilated off the face of the earth. So, I don't know. We'll see where that goes. I mean, I'm not too much of an alarmist for things, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just babbling here, but it's hard.
We'll get through it.
Oh, there you go.
We'll get through it.
Lady Poopington, deep thinker.
There she-
Deep. Yes, she. You are a deep thinker. I have the most wonderful wife in the world, by the way. That has to be known. So
we knew that.
yeah. So there you go. So give if you can, people. Give if you can. Like AmeriCares and things. These are reputable organizations. A lot of good charities and things out there to help people. Anything you got, because the world needs it, people. We gotta, as you know, Maria, as I've talked about on the show, I have very strong libertarian leanings about freedoms and things, and but there's sort of reputation that some people believe about. Oh, you just want corporations to run the world. You don't care about people. You want old ladies starving in the street. And nothing could be farther from the truth. How I feel, and many others, I think, is that we would like some of the shackles of government and things, restrictions off so that people are better able to help people and things. You see stories about, well, a guy on the street somewhere trying to feed homeless people. Well, you don't have the proper permitting.
Yeah, but that's not.
They're going to lock him up and things like that. So,
but that's not the norm, and that comes more from class. That's class. That's the classes.
Right.
That's the classes saying. That's rich people saying, I don't want to see.
Like
I don't want to
Koch
see
brothers.
homeless people on my streets. So they force the government because they have the money to do to make the laws to make that kind of stuff happen.
Well, that's
So,
you're literally making my point.
get money
is
out
that
of
they're
government.
using the power of government. That's the thing. We have to take.
But
we
it's
have to
not
move
the
in a
power of
direction-
government. It's the power
This
of
is what Maria
money,
and I always
usually made by
on that.
capitalists. That
But they're given the
influence
power, though. They are government. That's cronyism. That's the thing. People blame capitalism. That's cronyism. Not really.
Capitalism is crony capitalism.
That's not
You
true.
can't have capitalism without somebody wanting to take advantage of the
No,
system.
when you give too much power away, that's the problem. We're giving too much power away. This is where Marie and
We're not going to give away all the power.
We're having our first fight.
You don't give away all the
Okay,
power.
we're having a discussion. No, there's too much power to government. There's too much power, and when you have that power, when
disagree.
When the government has the power,
the power is in the wrong place for sure.
They literally pick winners and losers. The government literally helps out, and they give favorable. That's why. Why do you think people talk about lobbyists and things all the time? And well, that's a whole other discussion.
But it's not. It is partly government, but it's the money in the government. It's the money.
Yes. Money
It's
that can
the
buy
money.
influence. So we take away some of that influence and some of
Absolutely.
that power.
No. So you take away the money, and then you can't influence with money.
Okay. That's where you and I
eat the
always
rich.
disagree on things. Wait, eat the rich? I hear people say that. Eat the rich.
That's just. That was always
I
people.
know.
Was
All
always
I know
like,
is that
oh,
Bill Gates
older,
being rich isn't making someone poor.
Okay.
They're just not. Especially,
Okay.
Here's the thing, and I get that, what you're saying, but often also at some point people have to be, and I understand it's complicated, but people are also the product of some choices they're making. Here's the thing, at some
Absolutely.
point, the default. I remember hearing somewhere, and this is true. I mean, the default for humanity is poverty, in the sense that you come out, you're born, and there's, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? In this sort of really
No.
ethereal sense. Well, whatever. The point is at some point you are a product of your choices to a degree. Now, there are certainly things thrust upon you. We all deal with it every day. I don't know why every year I have to send the state of Pennsylvania a check to remind them, hey, I still have that car that I've been paying you for every year. I'll let you know when I don't have it, but they have to take registration money because to let them know, hey, I still have that car that I've had for 10 fucking years, but things like that. But whatever. But we're getting sidetracked, Maria.
We are.
My fault, by the way. My fault. Look at how look how angry she is. Oh, she's so mad at me. Oh, she's so angry at me. Are you mad at me? You love me?
Let's get to the show.
Oh, hey! All right, fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what. At someday, we'll have a more maybe politics centric kind of. You look like Princess Leia, by the way. You look like Princess Leia with
My cans.
your white shirt and the headphones.
It's my cans.
Yes. I can't even see
I
it. What
had
are you
too
talking
much
about?
black in my.
The shot's not wide enough. Get it?
I had too much black in my my wardrobe, so I went and bought a few things that were more of a lighter color.
A lighter
Going back
shade.
to the.
You have a lot of dark
Trying
clothing.
to stay away from the dark side.
I have
The
many
blacks, the
shirts that look
grays,
like
you know.
this. I wore one last week. It's a little greener. Last show, I mean.
honestly thought it was the same shirt. Garrett.
Well,
I
this
thought
is the
was your
first,
show
same shirt from like the first one, I think, from when we first. This is our third time. So I have like several shirts that look a lot like this one because I'm not a clothes horse. No, I'm just a guy who.
Well, in the last 2 years, nobody's been, so it's fine.
Exactly. All right, so let's take a moment here, Maria. And Maria and I are, when the show's over, we're going to have a virtual hug, aren't we? We love each other. We're pals. Let's talk about our sponsor, Maria. Our sponsor, of course, you know him, you love him. It's the great Chris Herter at Exeter Gutter Cleaning, LLC. Huh? Look at that. Huh? Hey, everybody. It's time to
You
clean
didn't
up.
add the "and more" yet, though. We have to
He
add
didn't
the
add the
"and
and
more."
more. Yes, Chris, get on that.
More.
And I know you're listening because you told me
More.
You told me recently you liked a certain part of the show, so I know you're listening. I know you watch. Get on that and more. It is
Because it's more than just gutter cleaning.
It's true. It's so much more. It's time to get your damn house, your siding sprayed and cleaned, and clean up your shit outside. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. It's been a rough couple of years. You haven't gotten around to a lot of the chores you meant to. And, well, that's where Chris at Exeter Gutter Cleaning comes into play. Maria, let me tell you a little anecdote here, okay? The great Chris Herter.
Story time.
He posted today. I'm sure he won't mind this. He posted today. He's been in business. Oh, crap, I forget the number. Let's say 15 plus years, whatever. He's been doing this for a while. Just today, rightfully so. As you know, the world's in a little bit of an economic crunch right now, and he's not raised his prices in basically all the time he's been in existence. Well, unfortunately, and he wrote a thing out. Unfortunately, against, even though he doesn't want to, he's got to raise them a little bit, which is completely understandable. Materials, fuel, all these things are just going nuts. And but he tries so hard to keep his stuff, the same price-wise, because he wants to do the best he can for his customers, and it pained him a little bit. I know, Chris. I know it upset him a little bit to have to do this. But you can't even blame him. It's the state of the world right now. And but that's the kind of guy you get. This is not some big box store who gives a crap, we don't care kind of thing.
They're just going to raise it and be done with it and raise it a considerable amount, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that, when you have to raise prices, you're going to just, Chris will only raise it as much as he needs to.
As much as he needs to.
He's not going to be like,
and if he's able to go back,
I'm going to use this opportunity.
Yeah, it's exactly. Boom. He's not an opportunist. I said it perfectly, Maria. Exactly. He's a real fucking guy, a real dad, a real hardworking guy. And you're doing yourself. Here's the thing. I like to say, we just had some trees cut down today because we have a tree guy. Hey, I call him my tree guy. Shout out to Manny's tree service and writing. But Chris is my guy. Chris is the guy. So everybody.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. Get yourself a guy. You know what I mean? Get yourself a guy. Get yourself a gutter guy, a home repair guy, an exterior work guy. Go to his Facebook page. You'll see right there. You'll see pictures of the services he offers. And you're going to talk to a real guy. This is no phone chain hell big box store shit. You're getting the guy. So just for the love of God, people. We've
had a lot of windy weather and a lot of turbulent weather lately. I'm sure that there's outsides of some people's houses are frightful. Probably pretty.
It probably looks like Halloween.
Pretty shocking.
Yeah.
It probably does.
That's
some things. You might have had some shingles blow off.
Might have had some.
He's
your shingles guy.
Off of your roof.
Your shutters. Some of your siding may have. Yeah, Maria. Once again, you have crystallized this so perfectly. You're exactly right. There's been a lot of crap weather lately. All right, a lot of stuff going on. It's time.
And it's spring. There'll be more.
There will be more. But the weather's getting nicer now. It's finally time to get that work done. Because let's be honest, people out there, chances are your ass ain't doing it. And you know what? You shouldn't have to. All right? That's why. Because ready, Maria? You got a guy. There you go. You got a guy.
You got a guy.
We said before.
The Exeter guy.
His radius is about an hour out of the southern Berks area. So again, all you Montgomery County people, I think most of you anyway, Lehigh Valley, Western Berks, all that. He's got you. Boom. Chris is your guy. So check out their Facebook page and give Chris a call. Chris at Exeter Gutter Cleaning LLC. And tell him, Maria, who sent you?
The Backroom Show.
The Backroom Show sent you. There you go. Did I upset you, Maria?
The back door room.
The back door room show. Did I upset you?
Back room door.
Are we okay?
Yeah.
We're okay? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to move on?
What's next?
Yeah. All right. Tell you what. Let's get to the question that is on everyone's mind. You know what that question is, Maria, of course, right? Am I the asshole? Boom. There you go. All right, Maria. What do you got today?
All right. As always, I'm an avid peruser of the Reddit subreddit called Am I the Asshole, where everyday people bring their issues to the masses so that they can decide whether or not they are, in fact, the asshole in a specific situation.
Kind of a...
So what
dare I might say a court of public opinion, perhaps. You
absolutely.
Put it out there in the town square.
Yes.
There you go. I like it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I've got one here that I thought was pretty interesting because I have a story behind it.
All
so
right.
the question is, am I the asshole for telling a customer that her name will not always get her what she wants.
Explain.
It sounds kind of
please.
strange, but here it is. Okay. I work in retail. I'm a cashier for a pretty well-known retail chain in our area. I see a lot of the same customers pretty often, and I like some of them, and I like some, but some not so much. We do sell alcohol and have a strict rule that if they look under 40, or in fact are under 40, they have to have a card, they have to have their ID with them to be scanned. They are strict about this, and if we don't do this, we'll get caught and fired because it's not the procedure. Right. The customer in question I see pretty often and usually buys a bottle or two of wine. This one time she did not have her ID with her. And she went through a different cashier. The cashier, who is new, asked for ID and she didn't have it. Now, we all know this customer is over 40, but we had to deny her the sale because she didn't have her ID. She asked to see the manager, who came out and completely supported the cashier. The customer then asked, "Do you know who I am?"
Oh, boy.
Then said, "Well, I work for the local courthouse." The manager said, "Well, then that's all the more reason to deny the sale."
Wow.
If you're under 40 and we do, it could be a sting, it could be a setup. The customer looks me over and says, "Well, he knows who I am." And I replied to leave me out of it, and that I was not part of the transaction. My boss said that while I was not wrong, I should not have chose my wording better. So he basically said that doesn't matter. But he still backed me up and the other cashier. My best friend said I was a bit of an asshole, but she was worse. So was I an asshole for telling the customer that there's going to be times where her name doesn't get her what she wants? So, yes. She said, yeah, pretty much that.
Wow.
Yes, because we all know when you say, "Do you know who I am?" that it's always going to end out great.
It's always something friendly and jovial that follows it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my
it's
God.
usually for something silly.
Yeah.
It's usually for something silly like this. I mean, I don't understand people who do that. And I only say that because it's been done to us on occasion.
Right.
It's like, and it's always like, "Do you know who I am?" Or even better, an even better one that I love that I have on occasion had several women say to me or to my husband, "Do you know who my husband is?"
Oh.
Which is like, I don't care who your husband is. My husband is a DA. I don't care that your husband's a DA.
What was the context that they were
My
saying?
husband-
And like what were they getting that made them say that or whatever? Do you remember?
I think I think it was, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But,
I
you know what?
blocked out the
It
whole
doesn't
thing.
matter.
But I do remember that. Yeah, it just doesn't. I think it might have been over a parking space. I don't even know,
God.
something silly like that.
Right.
It's something silly. It's never something serious. It's always something petty and banal.
Yeah, and here's
it
the
just-
thing.
but I don't-
If I'm on that end of it, your end of it, whatever the person, I'm like, well, you're definitely not getting it now.
Right. Like he said, "Well, yeah, for sure you're not going to get it."
Nah.
Because now you're being a jerk. Yeah. now you're being an asshole. Yeah. Because, but I don't understand when I'm sure it happens with men too. But when women say, "Do you know who my husband is?" Yeah. Like, I don't have a leg to stand on.
No.
And I can't make heads or tails of what's going on. And if you're not going to take me seriously, well, then you'll take my husband
Hey,
seriously.
listen, I'm a dopey, empty vessel with nothing to offer. But the person I fucking
stand on
marry,
your own 2
ooh.
feet. If you want to win this argument, that's fine. Do what you have to do.
Right.
But to say, "Well, my husband works for the courthouse," I don't freaking care. I
I hate the word.
don't know. My husband has a really great stamp collection. What's your point?
I don't
Like,
usually.
how is that going to change anything?
I love and I love how sometimes it like the what I'm trying to say, the imagined power that they have sometimes is kind of like shitty too. I work at the courthouse. Okay.
Right.
A lot of people.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna like impound my car
Yeah.
because I won't give you alcohol?
Because
That's
it
not
could
an abuse of power.
It could mean, and I don't mean like to belittle anyone's job, but I don't know, they could work the courthouses have metal detectors, empty the bin, that kind of thing, whatever. You could be doing that, and like you said, exactly. I don't think part of your job description or part of the benefits is that, oh yeah, by the way, pretty good salary. You're gonna get a 401k after a while, some health benefits, and oh yeah, you get to be a prick, an entitled prick, if you ever forget your ID, and you get to play the "Do you know who I am" card. It's in your job. It's in the package,
Right.
Like, what the fuck is that?
We have excellent dental coverage, and you get to completely use your job in completely illegal ways by intimidating and belittling people.
Would you like to intimidate and belittle a teenage girl working a part-time job at a grocery store? Well, this is the job for you.
Especially if you work for government, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh great, yeah. Then they have the government come down on you because you couldn't get your bottle of alcohol.
Because they make it sound like no matter what I do, exactly. You're like, hey, it's got strings to the government. So yeah, so like this person. Oh God, and I hate the word entitled, especially usually how it's packaged nowadays. But God damn, what an entitled asshole you are to be like, listen, I'm gonna pull out this card. I don't give a fuck who you are. These are the rules. I mean, seriously, what kind of a fucking asshole, title of the segment, do you got to be like, whoa, you know what? They have rules and here's the thing. She doesn't care, clearly doesn't care about the person she's dealing with because it's been explained, hey, this is procedure. Things can happen. I can get in trouble. I mean, there's a reason why they have to do it.
Isn't it?
As an adult, you should be able to understand, comprehend that. Yeah, of course. Of course it's annoying. But if you clearly look, like, come on, look at, you're, gray and whatever, you're clearly of age, of course. But, oh, fucking well, be a responsible adult and have your ID on you. How about that, you fucking cunt? There, I said it. What? My first C word for the fucking show. Wow.
You're spicy today.
I am spicy. I'm fired up today. Woo!
Yeah, but it's something that's also very so foreign to me because I've always been growing up like, these are the rules and you follow the rules.
Yeah.
And I've tried to break it a little bit in the fact that sometimes the rules aren't always that great.
Yeah.
But like if I was like, and I was like, because I'm freaking empathetic, I put myself in this situation and I'm like, I'd be like, yes, would I be annoyed? I'd be like, oh, but I'd be annoyed at myself for forgetting the goddamn ID.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be annoyed at the kid at the counter who's telling me I need the ID so I can process this for you.
Yeah. And listen, Kitty
I don't
Dukakis,
understand
I
people
know
who
you
are-
need your fucking Chablis, fucking, because it's 4 o'clock and God forbid you don't fucking put the IV in your fucking arm, I mean, you go home and drink your husband's aftershave, you fucking alcoholic. Bring your fucking license and shut your trap.
I would maybe would I ask? Oh, is it okay? Can you maybe, who I am? Can you maybe? And if they went, no, I can't. I'd be like, crap.
Yeah, we would all try.
Okay, well, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I just don't understand people who don't think the rules apply to them.
Bingo.
Even if it's a dopey rule, like it's a rule. I don't understand
again,
people who can't figure, like, just think, well, it's fine, but I haven't. Accept me and my husband who works at the courthouse.
Yes.
I'm like.
Exactly. That's the thing. Exactly. You're saying it perfectly. They're acknowledging the existence of these rules and in some cases laws, but because of who the hell I am, I should be able to circumvent that and you give me what I want.
Absolutely.
So,
right.
I guess, they're the asshole. Clearly they're the asshole.
They're the asshole.
It's not even close, right?
Yep.
We agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're clearly the asshole.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That was a good one, Maria.
Because it was a no-brainer.
That was a good one. I enjoed that one. Another rousing rendition.
It's just that. Yeah. It's just that grinds my gears.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't understand those kind of people that really think that like that makes. And does it ever work? That's my other question.
Yeah.
Does it ever work? Does anybody go, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Right.
God, I didn't know. I didn't know you worked at the courthouse. Well, that's a different story. Here, have 4 bottles of wine on the house. Here, you don't have to pay for them.
And here's the thing.
In fact, you know what? We're gonna put your picture on the wall.
If you see Brenda come in,
Just give her the wine.
Open
Just
up the
give her
cash
wine
register.
and let her be on her way.
Give her some 20s. Here's the thing. What happens a lot too is they kind of do get away with it, but it's usually at the price of the sort of the frontline worker. You know, the manager comes and it's like, listen, you know, I know she's, you know, and it's like, and then that sort of belittles them, and
Well,
you know, it's like then
props
they
to
learn
this
that
situation where he actually stood up for his workers.
Yes,
nice.
exactly. Oh, yeah. But because I think what happens when you do have sort of the manager that overrides the worker and just let it slide, whatever, you're telling them. You've pretty much lost any moral authority to chastise them or give them a lecture about rules in the future, because you've shown them that, well,
that they don't really
asterisk
matter.
They kind of apply. Wink, wink, wink. You know. So, wow, that's a really good one. Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
So there you go. Another rousing rendition of Am I the Asshole? There you go. Solid. That was solid. Yeah, and like we said, you know, that's one of those. We try to, you know, do this with these. It's definitely something that everybody can be like, yep, been there. How about that? So,
yeah,
all right.
It's amazing how many times that does happen.
Yeah. Speaking of, am I the asshole? No, that's coming in hot on that one. All right. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about. We talked about what's going on across the planet. Now what's happening here. Mm-hmm. Although, really, also across the planet, and as a result of what's happening across the planet, everybody's talking about gas prices. Gas prices. Now, okay. And everybody's trying to make it political, for the most part. All right, let me get this up front here. All right. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I don't support Joe Biden's policies. I don't really like the guy. I think he's just a career glad-handing kind of guy, whatever. I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Donald Trump either. But you know, facts are facts. Reality is reality. Maria, I don't know if you want to reveal whatever. That's your personal thing. It doesn't, you know, that's cool. But that's how I did. That's my take on it. You know, this is not a Biden-centric defense, and he can do no wrong. This is just reality.
No,
okay? We're going to talk about with this. Try to.
Right.
So what I'm seeing is many people, and again, this is, you know, it's not like it's 50-50 kind of whatever, but whatever. People are blaming, like they're saying, and of course, there's the "Let's Go Brandon," and people are referencing the little stickers on the gas pumps with Joe Biden pointing to the amount and saying, "I did that," and well, you look like an asshole.
He didn't.
You look like a dick. I guess what we're trying to say is you look like a dick. Here's the thing, and actually, I people, and I'm seeing a lot of the same arguments. People are talking about, of course, the Keystone Pipeline, which, by the way, is Keystone XL or Keystone Phase 4. There are multiple pipes. And here's the thing.
Keystone Pipeline.
There are a fuck ton of pipes that are going through this country. In fact, I put a little thing up today on the Facebook. I know you saw it. It's the Say What Again.
Yes, I did. That was very good.
Say What Again scene from Pulp Fiction. It's like, say Keystone Pipeline again. Say Keystone Pipeline, motherfucker. I dare you. Because everybody, Keystone Pipeline. If Biden hadn't done that with the Keystone Pipeline, the realities are it wasn't going to make a damn bit of difference what's going on right now. What it was designed to do, where it was in the process, any of that. People have this mindset, okay, that gas is like one. And again, let's be clear. I'm a fucking moron, okay? I'm a guy who sits in the basement talking to a microphone. So I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be, all right? But I, try to pay attention. But gasoline is not
this information is fairly accessible if you just know where to look.
It's just there.
Or even not even know where to look.
There you go. There you go.
Just Google that shit.
Just Google that shit. Come to the back room.
There are YouTube videos. There's a fabulous YouTube video, a series by the Green brothers, John Green and Hank Green, and they talk about science shit and this kind of stuff all the time. They break it down into like 4 minutes.
We'll post them in the comments. All right, we'll post them in the comments. We'll post links in the comments. I like that.
It's crazy.
Okay,
anyway.
So exactly.
Continue.
The Keystone, thank you. Yeah, the Keystone Pipeline. It wasn't going to matter. People think of gasoline as like this, like you ever been to a place that has like a beer wall, like there's taps galore or whatever, different taps. Like people think like
I'm a craft beer girl. I know this very intimately.
You've seen them, right?
This is an analogy that I can follow, Gary. Thank you very much. I can get
now
here,
we're talking. Hold on, you lost me, but then you brought up beer. And I'm like, my ears perked up.
Wait a minute, you're talking about craft beer? Okay, I'm with you again. Okay, lots of taps.
Well, look at a viewer count just fucking shooting up. Yeah, so people think of it like a beer wall, right? Like, and then it's just all the gas that we have. We tap it out, but there's these taps over here, the Keystone Pipeline, that are like, nope, but there's more beer in there. We could get more beer out here. But no, but this asshole won't open it. It doesn't fucking work that way. It's never worked that way. It wasn't going to work that way. It's a Canadian pipe that comes through, that stops off, that's going to be refined for product that was going to be shot out into the world market, which may or may not come back anyway. But people have this idea that it's almost like these unused gas pumps that are just sitting there. And if we just turned them on, that we would have so much more gas and we would be fine. And it doesn't fucking work that way. It was never going to work that way. So take that argument and shove that, up your butt. There, I said it. All right.
Up your patootie.
Your patootie.
Up your patootie.
Here's the thing, Maria. And I know you
Tell
understand
me what the thing is, Gary.
Because you are a very smart, informed person. You might recall something happened a couple of years ago where, on a global scale, where maybe...
What year? What year?
Well...
Are you talking like 2020?
Well, yeah.
Maybe 2020?
It references 19, but really the bulk of it was at about 2020, pardon me, yes. Exactly. You may have heard this, that the world shut down. Now, if you want to talk about right and wrong,
for a considerable amount of time as well.
What's that? I'm sorry?
For a considerable amount of time.
A considerable
Not just
amount
like
of
for
time.
a weekend. Not for like a weekend. You know what I mean? Like a while. People weren't everywhere. Everywhere.
The world didn't leave a note.
Shockingly enough. Even not in the United States.
What? Are you telling me the world, the planet that we live on? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maria talking out her ass again.
Not action going on anywhere.
One
would even argue outside the United States, even less happened.
Whoa. What? Yeah. I saw a video you put up today of the Irish guy talking about how, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
Ooh, that funky graphic
prices
there.
everywhere are ridiculous. Yeah. Everywhere.
So
and it's always been like the United States, gas prices in the United States are phenomenally more low compared to anywhere else.
And they always are anyway, I believe, right? They always are, I believe.
Yes, they always have been.
That's the norm.
Always have been.
All right. Here's the thing. So the world shut down, okay? Because, again, people are making it Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden, Trump, Biden. Okay. Here's the thing. People go, and people putting charts up and they go, look how low it was. Okay. The fucking world shut down. Now, if you wanted to argue about right, wrong, should it have, I wasn't real big on, if you go back to old episodes of this show, when I did this series, the stories from a pandemic, I was saying early on, but by April and May of that year, I'm like, I don't know how long people are going to, like, whatever, because it was affecting livelihoods and jobs and things. But whatever. That's a whole, whatever. If you want to talk about who, although really involved everybody, because they pumped a bunch of money into the system. Remember Donald Trump, how he insisted he had to sign the checks too, so everybody wants to just blame Biden because somehow I love how people act like there's zero history. Nothing ever happened up until January 20th of an election year. I fucking don't understand that. But anyway, so the world shut down. Obviously, when we weren't driving, we weren't flying, we just weren't using it. In fact, remember fuel went down to like they couldn't give it away. There is a deal in place that expires soon that Trump made that actually told, I believe there was a deal made with OPEC to cut production because they wanted to make it more expensive because of the cost. People got to make their money. So that's a fact that people just aren't fucking talking about. No one really talks about that. And so the world shuts down, right? We're not driving. We're not flying as much, whatever. All of a sudden, Boom, they flip a switch, more or less, and we open shit back up. All right. So they weren't producing as much. You may have heard about a worker shortage from people dying. Marie, I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
So then all of a sudden, and that's just gas. This is everything. Because we're looking to build an addition here. And of course, lumber and all these things, everything's through the roof. Supply and demand. We learn this shit in school. When you have no demand and then all of a sudden demand shoots up, it's going to cost more.
Prices are going to rise.
Times are just going to rise. Now, if you want to take the lazy way out and just go, fuck Joe Biden, eat my shit, Brandon. Hey, suck on my balls, Brandon. By the way, if you're a grown man, a woman, and you're saying, let's go, Brandon, just say it. Just say fuck Joe Biden if that's what you want to say. Grow up, but whatever. And here's the thing. So a little bit of some of that research you talked about, there have been, at least I saw an article from the end of last year that this administration was on pace to provide more permits for oil and gas drilling than even the prior administration, the most since the end of Bush's term. Okay. And there are apparently thousands, because in a nutshell, I think what happens is the government will, obviously public lands, but the lease the land, there's bidding, the lease the land. But then you apply for a drilling permit, which is a separate thing. And there's like a 2-year window or something like that, because you have to do environmental tests and things. People act like they stamp it, like it's like getting a bike license. And you go down to fucking Home Depot and you get a Milwaukee drill and you start drilling to the fucking ground like it's that quick. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me just get the fucking... You know, so shit.
Just dig up there.
Dig up there. So shit has been put in place fucking years in advance. And I'm not letting Biden off the hook for all this kind of shit, but it's reality. Things happened before 14 months ago that are affecting things that are happening now. It's just fucking reality. What is so hard to stand there? And again, there's a ton of these.
Because that's not fun. That's not a fun answer, Gary. There's no fun in that.
There are thousands also.
You can't make a cute little flag out of that.
I can't make a bumper sticker out of reality.
You can't stick a flag on the back of your motorbike and back of your truck, which you can't afford now because you can't fill the goddamn 50-gallon tank. With that, it won't fit on the flag.
Yeah,
it's not going to fit on the flag, Gary.
You're right. You know what?
How are you going to fit that on the flag? It's just not going to happen.
You know what? I am sorry if I've led us astray.
You're going to need 2 flags. You're going to need 2 flags, and you're going to have to drive real slow so they can read that flag. and then
Keystone Pie. I missed it. I couldn't see what it said.
Oh, shit.
They went too
Something
fast.
about
Honey, can you drive back around?
I don't remember.
I need to go read that fucking
He's
sticker
going to have to drive around 3 times.
Make some more gas.
So that you can read it.
Yeah. And apparently, there are thousands of these permits, these drilling permits. Now. Thousands of permits that aren't being used. So this idea that Biden's actions, and again, I'm not defending Joe Biden. I didn't vote for the motherfucker. I didn't vote for fucking Colonel Hair Plugs, by the way. His hair plugs are terrible, but whatever. I didn't vote for the guy. But reality is, this idea that Biden came in and just flipped a switch and we're just making less, so therefore that's why it's so low, is just foolish at best, idiotic at worst. What? I don't know what I'm saying. So that's it. I just had to go on that rant about that. It's just reality. Supply and demand. It'll change. It'll get back to...
Right.
Hey, let's be clear. It sucks. I do believe... that's fair. There are people...
It's not great. No.
People just can't drive a hybrid or electric cars. I mean, there are work vans.
Right.
There are people that have to drive... Chris Herter has to drive distances to go do his work.
Absolutely.
Sympathize with the things that are going on. But when I look over and I see on the news children being killed and families being separated and homes and lives being wrecked forever, it
makes you kind of feel kind of silly to be complaining of that. I have to pay a little bit more for gas.
Perspective, Maria.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it sucks. Let's be clear.
It does. It's an inconvenience. And if you're on a tight budget and you've budgeted for something like this, that can throw everything into a bit of a tailspin.
Absolutely.
But at least your house isn't getting bombed. At least you're not getting dragged up to fight, At least your city is intact.
At least you're not putting your hand on the train window with your child on the other side, possibly seeing each other for the last time. Right. Perspective, Maria.
It's just, you got it. Perspective. I
don't know.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think
maybe not. If you can't drive, I think it's we love our cars in the United States. We love our cars and we love our vehicles, and that's okay, and it's fine. But it's I don't think in the long run, not our lives, maybe
Right.
our kids' lives. Well, no, you don't have kids. It might not be. It might not be, and that there are other alternatives. And electric cars are getting a little bit of a foothold, but they're still really expensive.
And there's
So
there's
it's
things to consider too,
logic.
like those electric cars have to be plugged into a grid, which is being powered how,
Right.
That's
Yeah, right,
why
right.
I hear right now today, Maria, and I know it's not a gas situation, but Gary Williams of the Backroom Network and the Backroom Show, I say we need more nuclear power plants. Boom, there it is. It's true. It's clean.
It's controversial.
It is controversial. Hey, I'm nothing if not controversial, Maria. You know that. I'm never afraid to take a hard stance, a hard line on things.
I just feel like, at this point,
I mean, by the way, I'm not kidding.
We're pretty smart people. We could figure out other. I mean, even if you don't like nuclear power, there's other. We could figure it out if we really wanted to.
And I get
mean,
it. We can't flip a switch.
truly-
People go, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Fucking put up a bunch of turbines and all." Yeah, no, this isn't happening overnight. But isn't the idea
not.
of and by the way, also now,
But how about we start the process? We could start the process, right? We could say,
you know who was talking about this shit?
Some
The
of that
'70s. Jimmy fucking Carter had goddamn solar panels on the White House till Reagan said, "Get that shit out of here." Beat it, peanut guy. So maybe if we'd invest a little more
does
time,
that surprise anybody?
That
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, the lady pooping
surprise anyone.
again. Fart windmills. There you go. Fart windmills. Do you mean windmills that are powered by farts? Are you talking about? I'm not sure what that means.
I mean, it is methane. I mean, if you think about it,
That's true. Yeah.
this is a
And I get it. And like we said,
renewable
it's not,
resource
it's
at
not
the
gonna
very
happen
most.
overnight.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
no.
Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. And I don't know. Let the market dictate what's going to happen. I don't know. People, I don't know. Things happen, I guess, if people. There's a difference between, what people want versus maybe what they have to offer, that kind of thing. Who knows? Who knows what this shit's going to go?
Well, there's wants and needs too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the old trope, right? Like, do you there are people who, have to commute maybe a long distance using their car to get to their job because that's where the job is, and you live farther out away from where the job is. I mean, that's something that you go, well, do I need to move closer to the job? Do I need to find a new job, or do I just finance the way I'm living now, and then I'll obviously have to reduce in other ways, like, I don't know. Gee, we're not going to redecorate the rooms this year. We're not going to put in that hot tub in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would go with a hot tub personally,
Oh,
but that's just me. I mean, you gotta
Absolutely.
find your creature comfort somewhere.
Priorities, damn it.
Yes, absolutely. And a hot tub is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think that's that. I am now coming down from my my rage
going
spike.
down. You all right? Do you need a
Yeah.
blanket? Can we get you a cup of cocoa?
I'm gonna need one of those Mylar blankets, and honey,
They'll put you cover the Mylar blankets, right?
yeah, honey, I
We'll
know
get the
you're
Red Cross.
listening.
They're on their way, Gary. They're on their way.
Honey, I know you're listening, so have a big old cup of fucking Gatorade waiting for me upstairs because I'm gonna need it. Because yeah, I did. So let's review, Maria. I cried. You and I fought, and I raged. We raged, really.
You did. And we determined that if you have to say, do you know who my husband is, you're an asshole.
And
That
some
was
people
determined, too.
are still trying to use their privilege with their fucking mediocre fucking level existence.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wasn't it somebody who used to say, like, if you have to say who you are, then you're not as big a deal as you think you are?
There you go. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Do you know
Like,
who I am? That's true. If you're
Yeah.
such a big shit, shouldn't have to ask.
Right. Like, Prince never had to call himself Prince. He didn't
No.
even, he even got rid of his name because he
He just
didn't
flashed
need
a
it.
symbol.
He
for
became a
some point.
symbol.
Became a symbol.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
still, to show his
If you have
ID.
to say, do you know
if he
who I
wanted
am?
alcohol.
You're nobody.
If he
You're
went
not
into the
anybody
Giants
special if you have
in
to-
fucking Temple, PA, he'd still have to get his. He's dead now. He's not showing anybody anything, but he would still have to
Right.
show his license to the nice girl at the counter. Sure.
That's
'Cause,
right.
You know, no privilege.
And you know what? He would.
He would. Goddamn right he would. Goddamn right he would. Okay. I was going to ask you something, but we'll save that for the next show. It's actually a fun little palate cleanser, but like I said, I'm coming down from my rage spike, so I got to go eat something. Maria, I love you. I
love you, Gary.
Damn right. Okay. I think that's it. Any last thoughts? We are, of course, once again, Gary Williams and Maria Gerald. So, and we will cry, we'll fight, we'll rage. You get all of it with this show. Take that, my brother, and me. You don't offer this kind of like emotional imbalance, do ya?
Raw.
No.
This rawness.
Boom.
Rawness?
That's the perfect word, Maria. Take that, Joe Rogan.
Rawness.
Rawness. Raw. And you know, if you know anything about Maria,
Is
you know,
that a word? I don't
she
even know if
likes
that's
it
a word.
raw. I may have missaid that. I apologize.
You did. Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. All right, you know what? I'm not going to get any better than that. Again, so check us out on Facebook. Cinnamon.
Yes.
Backroom Network.
I'm going to apologize up front for the next couple of shows.
Mm-hmm.
We are coming into softball season, which is
Sure.
a big deal in our house. So I may have a lot of softball-centric stories.
Sure.
And
And
if that ain't
actually-
your jam, sorry. Walk,
And we
make your own show. I don't know what to tell you.
Because they're not softball stories
This
so
is
much
the
as-
life.
They're real stories. They're real people stories. So, seriously, right?
Yes.
The whole point of the
Yeah.
show, of course,
So,
is sitting around in the back room of your favorite bar with your pals, talking about life and things that are going on. And guess what? That's what's going on in your fucking life. So we're going to talk about it. And believe me, we're going to make it funny. We'll make it fun.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, Maria's not going to come on and read all the batting line from her daughter's team, but, you know, Tina is hitting 278 against lefties, but sometimes it depends. No. I mean, you're not, right?
I hear that at home the whole time. I don't need to do
Is
that
that
on
right?
the show.
Is that right? Yeah, that's fucking
Eric's
funny.
a big stats boy.
Stats
he loves
guy?
his stats.
Stats guy.
Loves his stats.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no other baseball to talk about. So
No, there's
it's
not.
going to be all softball for a while.
Not pro anyway, yeah.
And that's fine.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
that's
And it's
fine.
fine. Also, speaking of that, you're right. You may there may be some, and I mentioned this last show. There may be some schedule juggling. We've had some people that can't do Tuesdays, so either maybe we'll like pre-tape an interview kind of thing and just come on live and talk about it and show it, or maybe we'll just pop up on a Wednesday night or whatever night. Whatever. We'll let you know. And again, the most of the views and things come after it's live anyway, so whatever. But just be prepared for that. So be flexible. Let's be honest. What else you got going on? If you're watching this show,
That's right.
you probably made a lot of bad choices along the way. You know.
We appreciate your live viewing, but yeah, exactly. It's always nice to. I mean,
It's out there.
you know,
It's out
I
there.
follow a lot of people, and a lot of times they go live, and I go, "Oh crap, I can't really watch it now," but that's okay because I can watch it later. on
There
my
are
YouTube
actually,
channel.
there's a guy. He talks like live streaming techie tips, things that I'm really into because I got nothing else going on. What? And yeah, he's live every Sunday, and I could watch it, but I save it for like Sunday night, and I just watch it. And
It's like, ooh, I'm gonna watch my guy now.
Yes, exactly. You know what?
Get
You're
your
more
little-
right than you know,
Get your
Maria.
little soda, right? And you snuggle under your blanket. You get the
Something like
doggies on your lap, and you go, "Now I'm gonna watch some stories."
Is there a camera feed in my house that you've been fucking watching? Because that's scarily accurate.
No, because I do the same
Pretty
thing,
close
so
to-
it's fine.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
It's fine.
All right. Once again, don't forget to contact us if you're looking to do a podcast or just want to talk about it. We're going to walk you through it. It doesn't have to be a big to-do. It can be a small kind of thing. You just want to get something you want to say, or you want to get your feet wet, to put your toe in the podcast water, as it were, Maria. Get a hold of us, Backroom Network. We can be found at Facebook, Backroom Network, and also this particular show, the Backroom Show, also has a Facebook page. You can email us at gary@backroomnetwork.com or info@backroomnetwork.com. Subscribe. Please comment down below and tell everyone, because I want to know. Chime in. I want to know. I want to know you're listening, and I want to hear your thoughts and things on things we're doing right, things we're doing wrong, things you want to change. I mean, we're not going to listen to them. You know, fuck you. We're going to do what we want to do. But maybe there's something to throw out there that'll be of some benefit. What do you think, Maria?
Yes. If you start off the comment of I do you know who I am? I don't know if you know who I am, but I'm very important in podcasting and in live streaming, and then we will definitely listen to that.
Maria Jarrow,
put it at the top.
The best in the business. That was all. All right, we're gonna go out on that high note. That's right. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Nope.
Yeah, you might not know who I am, but I'm going to tell you who I am.
You know what?
And you will respect me and fear me.
Something tells me at the end of this, I'm going to know who you are and forever think that you're a fucking bitch. There you go, right? It's exactly how it's going to work. Forever. When she comes in now for wine, she's going to be that fucking lady from now on. There you go. Congratulations. Yeah. We now know who you are. All right, Maria.
It's her.
That's it.
Gary.
Love you. We'll talk soon. Meaning like when we stop the stream right now. And everybody, thanks again for watching in/listening on the audio version of the podcast. And we'll see you next time. Where, Maria?
In the back room.
Nailed it. Boom.
Show.
See ya. Damn it.
Bye.
Bye.